Welcome to the Fuck It Up Comedy Club podcast. I'm your host, Kima Bob, and you are now tuned in to an unapologetic celebration of comedians of color who are not cis men. This is an opportunity to hear dope stand-up from lovely comedians and get to know them a little better. Now, in today's episode, we have stand-up from Celya A.V., Mary O'Connell, and Erika Ehle. It's so fun. They're some of my faves. It's incredible. And since this is a celebration, I asked the gang to each share a moment with me when they felt fucking incredible. And we kick it off with quite an unhinged example of my own.
So, recently I had a lover stay over. Ooh. Thanks, she gets it in. And I found one of the hairs in my bed, and I thought to myself, ooh, I can do a clone now. And then I said, no, because you would have to raise the clone. And then by the time the clone is of age, you know, you're gonna be old, and that probably won't even be your type anymore. So I threw the hair away and didn't do any science, and I think that was fucking incredible of me. Thank you. Just a reasonable woman doing reasonable things. What about you guys?
I'm just going to be really sincere. You go,
I love sincerity.
So I think doing comedy can be quite stressful because that's all you consume, and it can kind of mess up with your mind. So I've been taking myself out to see music by myself again.
Sick.
And I went to see LCD Sound System on Monday. I cried for 2 hours. Not necessarily at the music, but that's because I get really emotional when people do stuff together. I mean, I said that to someone yesterday. They said I should never tell it to anyone, but I'm gonna do it. I cry at flash mob videos.
I love that. It's the oneness, the unity.
It's the fact that I'm welling up now. It's because for so long we couldn't do anything together. And we're all in the same WhatsApp group maybe, and then they all practice. And when I saw LCD Sound System, at the second song, it was a song called Someone Great, and everyone was singing at the same time, and I looked around and everyone was like, we're all experiencing this. And I was crying for 2 hours. And then at the end of the show, so I met this guy at this gig, and he was trying to chat me up, but I cried so much. And my eyes were swollen, so I had to it was disgusting. But then I was trying to explain to him how we're all connected. And I was like, we're all vibing in the same universe. And then he said, I think you got a bit of beer in your eye, because it's really swollen. And then I ended what was going to be a hookup with taking antihistamines. And then I still got a kiss, and that was fucking incredible.
Get it in. Oh my God.
I'm doing a lot with eyeliner this year.
Oh,
That's
yes,
my main thing.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
For the people at home, Mary has a gorgeous, hot pink situation going on, but has gone into the inner corner and done some magic there. We don't see a lot of people being brave enough to tackle the
It's very
inner
Gen Z.
corner. It's really good.
I have joined TikTok. I'm just watching the videos. Several Gen Z people at Pride yesterday complimented me on my eyeliner.
Oh my God, you're killing it.
Yeah, and that was fucking incredible.
Yeah. Honestly, you look like an extra on Euphoria.
Stop.
No, I won't. Oh, what about you, okay?
God, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it shouldn't be this hard to think of a nice thing, huh? I got the train today.
So proud of you.
Pretty sick. pretty sick. No one sat next to me. Dare I say, epic alert. Yup. Took the escalator. No one crop dusted me. So pretty fucking incredible.
Beautiful people, please clap your hands, whoop and cheer, and welcome your host to the stage. It's me, Kima Bob! Hello, cuties! Oh my God, what a beautiful time, what a beautiful space. So good, so intoxicating. I have to go away, I might get addicted. It's so lovely to be here with you guys. Just so you know what's going on tonight. Why are you here tonight? You are at the Films of Color Comedy Club. It is a simple concept. Yes, indeed. It is just a comedy night that centers and celebrates comedians of color who are not cis men. It's a beautiful thing, and we do it unapologetically, darling, we do. My name is Kima Bob, I'm your host. I'm so glad to be here with you. I'm so surprised that I am in as good a shape as I am, considering the fact that yesterday was London Pride. I survived. I thought I was gonna have just the wildest, gayest pride of my life. I wore this, decided to wear it again because I love it. I was like, I'm gonna hit the parade, then I'm gonna dance with some strangers, maybe I'll kiss a few strangers. The reality was, I went out, got tired by the crowds, not even being in them, just the look of them. I was like, I won't engage. Hit up one of my friends who was putting on a show, didn't watch the show, just sat backstage. Then went to a clothing store that had a DJ. A friend of mine, did I dance? No. Sat down, really enjoyed the sights though. Was at home by 11 p.m. watching a Nicolas Cage film. So I think we can all agree the gayest pride that has ever happened. What I actually want to find out is who here had the straightest pride yesterday. So if you were not out for pride yesterday and you think you had a pretty straight day, would you mind coming to chat with me? Don't be afraid, I'm a nice lady, this is a friendly environment. Hold on 1 second, wait, here, you were at pride yesterday.
I'm breaking one of your rules because I was at Pride.
You were at Pride.
But I still
Okay.
feel like I had a really straight day.
Do you know what?
So,
Great.
I mean, my day started off quite gay. I met with my queer mentor and friend.
Great. Mentorship, notoriously queer thing. Queers are always mentoring each other. Yes. Strong start.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I went for brunch with my friend over there who is gay, so...
Excellent. Brunch with a fellow queer person.
Yeah.
And brunch, notoriously queer. I would say that brunch is the bisexuality of meals. Not quite breakfast. Not quite breakfast, not quite lunch. Just like in there. Yeah, lovely. How did you follow that up?
Well, so... and then I met some friends in Soho Square, so this is all sounding very gay, very queer. But the women I was attracted to, who I liked and who I spoke to yesterday, were exclusively straight.
Classic.
So that's why I think I had the straightest pride I've ever
Yeah.
had.
I just want to say that being a queer woman and being attracted to straight women, probably the queerest thing you could do. Legendary. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So, okay, there's a prize involved. I think there are several prizes. One prize would be like, come to the show. But I also have this weirdly gay toothbrush that I got. Would you mind bringing it up, Sax? I got this. It's really. It's just like. To know. This very queer toothbrush. It is, Spotlight Oral Care. It says here in bold, created by dentists. So that's fun, because a lot of toothbrushes created by babies, not this one, created by dentists. And if anyone thinks that they perhaps had a straighter yesterday than that person, maybe you can have this toothbrush. Do you think that you did? Come on up, please. Come on up. Step into my office. A round of applause for this person. Right. There you are.
This
Hi.
is more daunting than I expected.
No, it's true. Look at these people. They're so cute and they're so calm. They look lovely. What is your name?
Sanjana,
Sanjana. Thank you for coming up onto the stage in this moment.
thank you for having me.
Thank you for being had. Oh my God. Were you like a goth in school?
No, not at all.
You just have
What
like,
makes you think that?
there's something about like between you're like, Sanjana. Thank you for having me. And it felt like you didn't want to thank me, but you felt like you should.
No, it was genuine, thank you.
Wow, well, thank you. Thank you for coming. So yesterday was Pride in London, but
Yeah.
for you, did you go out into the
It was a very
hubbub?
straight day.
It was a
as
very
you
straight
said.
day for you.
Yeah, I went with a friend who is gay,
Yes.
but we went for a country walk
Now, how did you meet said gay friend?
in school,
In school.
and we have had a little thing, but now we're just friends.
Oh, got you. So, can I ask how you identify? Are you a part of the Rainbow Mafia?
I would say bisexual.
Okay. It sounds like a bit of B, but also a bit of Q.
Yeah.
Cute.
yeah.
Okay, so you went out and you joined the band. Hey, look. Okay, I feel like sometimes people are like, Pride needs to be really like out there and like, I'm sure about everything. And sometimes the Pride is just like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be 100%, you feel me? Yes, so how did your day begin?
We met up and went for a walk in the countryside.
A
which we've-
walk in the countryside?
Yeah, which we've never done before, but we thought,
Wow. Okay, guys, I don't know a lot about the countryside because I'm from America. The countryside, is it gay or no? Not very gay in the
No.
countryside. But what about a walk in the countryside? Is that gay?
no.
Bushes have in the countryside. So a walk in the countryside is kind of a straight
countryside.
activity. Okay, so not a very straight start to your day.
No.
Okay, great. And then after your walk in the countryside,
A pub dinner.
a pub dinner
In a country pub as well.
in a country pub.
Very straight.
Oh my goodness, that was a very
And we were
intense-
the only non-white
Yeah.
people there.
Oh, it was a white and a straight day. My God.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm telling you.
Thank God you're here now.
Yeah. I'm making up for it.
So glad I can help. Jeez. Oh my God, a pub dinner.
Yeah.
Was there like a TV on with a sport playing?
There was.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, this life, this world. I like to
Yeah.
think that we're all a part of one consciousness, but sometimes you see stark differences like that. Some of us were out in jock straps in the street. Some of us were watching a sport in a pub. Goodness, how did you follow that up? Were you at a raving nightclub where people were sweaty and kissing?
We went home.
Home, a notoriously straight place. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for sharing
Thank
your
you.
experience. That's a round of applause. Oh my gosh. Wow. So the first person that we had up, Alex, love you to bits, Alex, but between brunch and whatnot, I think that was quite a queer pride. You managed to do it your way. And I think that you have this pride. It says gleaming with pride. You know, that's exciting. Have this fun gay toothbrush. Enjoy. Enjoy brushing your teeth. Enjoy brushing your teeth. Love it. It's a gateway. Gang, I will chat more to you about your lives, your prides, your lack of prides later. But I have some amazing comedy for you. I'm really excited about today's lineup. I'm excited about all of the lineups that we've put together. But today, like Ice Cube said, is a good day. But yeah, I want you to welcome the first comedian up to the stage with all of the energy that you have in your post-Pride bodies, okay? Please welcome to the stage the incredible Celya.
Hello. You guys all right? It's lovely to be here. My name is Celya. I'm from Paris. Correct. I did a really quirky thing where in 2014 I moved from Paris to Birmingham willingly. Why? Stop heckling, I'll tell you. Because on day one I saw the funniest thing I've seen in my entire life at New Street Station. It was a really drunk man. He was scooched over singing, "She's electric," to a vending machine. I've been in England for 8 years, and I'm not one of those comedians that's like, you guys are like this and we're like that. I didn't want to be one of those comedians. But it turns out that you guys are like this. And we are like that. The people I'm going to address are the white British. I'm fascinated with Britishness. Mwah. It's delicious. What I don't understand is how you went from colonizing the entire world to now you say things like, "Sorry, can I squeeze past?" How did you do it, honestly? It's mad. You went from pillaging the entire world to now, if an alcoholic drink is a bit sweeter than usual, you'll say, "That's dangerous." Dangerous. You murdered people. It's mad. I see a few faces like thinking, you know, France did really bad things as well. The French did really bad things. Didn't realize I was dealing with nerds. Not just French. I'm French Algerian. You can't hurt me. Algeria, for those of you who don't know, is a small Muslim country. It's just outside Slough. Right on the outskirts. I was obsessed with British culture. That's why I moved there. I was obsessed. I loved everything about it. Music, films, being in the EU, all three. Loved them. When I moved there, I was expecting everyone to be friendly. You're not. And there's no easy way of saying this. The British think about the French way more than we think about you. Because everything I did was seen instantly as arrogant. And I think the word they use to describe us is arrogant wankers. I hope I'm saying that right. But I didn't mean to. Like, I come from quite a poor background in France, and that's usually what levels it. If I tell people that I'm from France, but I come from a poor background, it's like, you're British. No one watches Les Mis going, do you think you're better than us? But still, everything I did was seen as arrogant. Once I said the word croissant properly, everyone lost their mind. They said, say it wrong. Or don't say it at all. The only people who get the same treatment as the French in England, I think, are people who order a side salad. Order chips. Or get out of this KFC. I tick a lot of boxes. Favorite box to tick at the minute? Stop heckling, I'll tell you. I've been wearing pregnancy dresses. And I'm not pregnant. I think that in life you've got to dress for the job that you want. And the job I want is maternity leave. It's the best job in the world. Currently in the UK, there's not a single law against faking pregnancies. Seriously, not a single one. Go and start the rest of your life. I'm recently single. I'm not really good at being single. I don't like one-night stands. Once I had one in November. Not bragging. Legend, yes. And I had to stop him halfway through because I realized that he wasn't wearing a poppy. And that's disgusting, isn't it? Show some goddamn respect. This is for you, Captain Tom. A good way of being single, by the way, if you're looking for attention, especially male attention, is saying things like, me, I'm not like the other girls. I'm not like the other girls. It's called a pick-me girl. It's not a new thing, by the way. It's not a new thing. Like, I'm sure in the Victorian times, there was probably a woman going, I just hate voting. Don't like it. It's just got a name, though, pick-me girl. Pick-me girl, she'll do crazy things like eat an entire pizza. She's crazy. I think it's weird, by the way, that when you eat an entire pizza, you're chill, but you eat one entire quiche. And then your whole life, you're quiche lady. For the rest of your life, every room you walk in, there she is. Lorraine. Gonna pick me, girl. I love my phone. Do you guys love your phone? It's so good, isn't it? I love it. You guys got an iPhone? Yeah? Big fan. Big fan. I love my phone. My phone knows me more than anyone else in the world. It does. It's so cute, right? The other day, I was trying to make a payment. And my phone filled up all of my bank details for me. Except the security code. Do you know those last 3 digits at the end? Filled up everything else, not the security code. And I love that my phone pretends. Like it doesn't know it. How do you remember 100,000 digits and it gets to the last 3 and you're going to be like... No, you do it. I may be evil, but I'm shy. Right, I'll leave you on this. Do you guys like impressions? Yeah? Okay. I'm going to do one. Don't worry. That was a setup. Do you guys like impressions? All right, puns. Right. Excuse me. I'm sorry, love. Can I just squeeze past? That was a British person being born. Woo. Right. You've been probably the most adequate audience I've ever seen in my life. So keep this energy going and welcome back to the stage, Kim and Bob!
Incredible scenes. Guys, I'm going to bring in next comic right on, so let's get clapping, whipping, and cheering as I bring on the brilliant Mary O'Connell!
Hello, how are we doing? We all right? I'm fine. Yeah, I'm okay. I've never been in central London the day after Pride. It really smells like piss, guys. A lot of piss. Some of it could be mine. I was here yesterday, but no, it's not. But anyway, so I want to ask you guys, who here's like back working in the office? Oh, we're all working. Okay, all right. Okay, some of you back in the office. I am also back in the office, and because I'd quite missed it, and I'd forgotten about all those like weird little awkward moments that happen when you're at work. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but you know when it's like your turn to connect your phone to the work Spotify. Did you ever put on a playlist that was just like a bit too hard for the work environment? So the other day, I put on one of my daily mixes, and then I just hear, beat the pussy up, beat the pussy up. I'm like, oh shit, it's Daily Mix 2. I thought it was Daily Mix 1. I thought I was safe. My Daily Mix 1 is so different to Daily Mix 2. I do feel like, as a person, if you have 3 Spotify Daily Mixes and under, you're basic as fuck. Does anyone know how many they have? You got 4? 6? Did I hear a 7? You're lying. You're lying, because I've got 6, I won't be beaten. And if one of them's lo-fi, it doesn't count. It actually doesn't count, I'm sorry. So I did I'm back in the office now, but obviously lockdown was a thing. I got really bored over lockdown, so I started doing like little things to amuse myself. I started experimenting with all the different types of milk in porridge. Because there's just so many different types of milk these days. Like if you're middle class, there's a lot. Have you ever had oats with oat milk? It's overpowering. I've come a long way with my breakfasts, guys, because I used to just have birth control and orange juice. So I'm doing really well. I think that British people like to drink so much tea because it reminds them of colonialism. I'm like, oh, simpler time. I drink green tea because I'm not a racist. And I found out recently that in order to brew green tea properly, you have to brew it with nearly boiling water. So you have to put the water on the tea bag when it's nearly boiling water. And I'm just like, well, how am I supposed to know when the kettle's nearly boiled? You're already not supposed to watch it. Thank you for getting that joke. Because people miss it. And I think if James Acaster did it, it'd fucking kill. But no one wants to hear the brown girl's witticisms about kettles. Story of my fucking life, guys. So over lockdown, I acquired a new party trick. So I can tell what your lockdown hobby was just by looking at you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, so banana bread. Banana bread. Couch to 5K. Banana bread. Cartoon porn? Same, cartoon porn. I got pretty into cartoon porn over lockdown. And my issue with cartoon porn is that why are they trying to make it look real? I know human porn exists, right? If I want to look at human porn, I go to Pornhub, I search human porn for those kind of days. I want to see some shit that humans can't do. Like have an equal relationship. Or respect the environment. People have told me that I should get into the Japanese art form hentai. If you don't know what hentai is, it's anime, but porn. So like all the illustrations are really good and the storylines are really compelling. I do quite like hentai actually, because I like how it's a space where women can be disrespected conceptually and not physically. And the explosive semen makes me laugh. What I did notice about hentai is that all the female characters have pubic hair, and normally in human porn, everyone's just like shaved or waxed down there. And I was thinking, surely it's just more work to draw the pubes on a cartoon. But then I had the realization that hentai is kind of focused on sexualizing really young-looking girls. So if they didn't have the pubic hair there, they just look like children, which is bad. I think I need a new hobby, guys. I also did Couch to 5K, but I'm just like really proud of that. I do feel like porn makes you racist because... No, it does, because like everyone's just like reduced to a body part or a colour in porn. Like everyone's fetishized in porn. And so like say you've never been to a country and the only content you've consumed from that like country is the pornography, you're gonna have a weird idea of what that place is like. Like so say you've just watched porn from the UK, you're gonna be like, I don't think anyone pays for taxis there. Like I've never seen it happen. Because I do think that it is exploitative and it is like, you know, like it is problematic, but porn is quite diverse. Like, At least there's representation. It's more diverse than the BBC. BBC, also category in porn. It's a good one. I love porn for the storylines, because I'm like, well, how does this situation lead to sex? Because sometimes it's just like a girl in the library. I'm like, she's just being studious. There's no way. There's no way that sex could happen here. And then I'm like, well, what's that she's reading? The Kama Sutra. You got me, porn. You got me. And then a stepbrother came in, and that's when the party really got started. A lot of step-ins as porn. A lot of it. Who's creating the demand? It can't just be me. There've got to be others in this room. I came across some woke porn a little while ago. So this girl had made this guy Thanksgiving dinner, and he comes home, and she's like, hey, happy Thanksgiving, I made a turkey. And he was like, wow. Wow. I cannot believe you would say the words, happy Thanksgiving to me. I'm 1/14 Native American. How dare you? How dare you do something so disgusting? And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to upset you. I didn't mean to offend you. Is there anything I can do to make it up to you? Like, is there anything that you want me to do? What? She'd made him dinner. They were probably gonna bang. If I make someone dinner, it's because I want to bang them. If someone makes me dinner, I'll bang them. Them's the rules, no? That's like dating 101. But obviously, like, porn has become a real big hobby of mine, and I do think that it is, like, you know, it is, honestly, it's what I've been up to, I'm sorry, like. But I do think that it's sort of like ruining the way that we see human bodies and intimacy. So I want to get into the world of ethical porn. And ethical porn is like this magical place where no one fakes their orgasms and there's female directors. And I'm like, female directors, we don't even get those in regular movies. So let me try and get into the world of ethical porn. But the thing about ethical porn is that you have to pay for it. And I don't want to be a person that pays for porn. Because if I was a person that paid for porn, I'd be a pervert. And I'm already so close. I don't think we should push it, I really don't. Give me a cheer if you use dating apps. Okay, nice, we've got an honest crowd, thank you. I don't mind dating apps, like I like scrolling through, like it's just like online shopping, it's fun, right? But a lot of my friends get upset over dating apps. They get upset when they get ghosted. And I'm like, why do you care that you've been ghosted? Like, why do you care that a stranger's rejected you? Because it's not even a proper rejection, because they haven't met you to reject you. Like, I'm sure if they met you, they could think of several reasons to reject you over. But why do you care that you've been ghosted? Like, for all you know, that person could have died. Because no one would tell you. No one would tell you, like, hinge match number 47. You're not going to know. That person could be an actual ghost. Everyone who's ghosted me is dead. I'm sure of it. I'm like 100% certain. See, another thing about me is that I never really take anything personally, like even when I probably should. You know, someone could be like to me, hey, Mary, I really don't like it how you specifically sing in the shower and leave your dirty plates by the sink. And I'll just be like, is this racism? Sounds like racism to me. Or sexism, one of the two. And they're like, Mary, I'm your mum, I'm black, clean up your shit. I've been Mary O'Connell, thank you very much.
This comic is incredible. Her style is her own. And let me tell you something, okay? She goes to places that a lot of people are not... They're laughing because it's fucking true. Look, let me just say something. It's okay to laugh, all right? It's okay to laugh. She's so good. I really dig her style. Please welcome to the stage the incredible Erika Ehle!
What's up, fuckers? How we doing? I hung out mostly in the park today, and I noticed a lot of new fashion trends. Saw this girl wearing a Juicy Couture sweatsuit. Saw somebody wearing low-rise jeans, you know? I see a lot of things from the early 2000s coming back. The Taliban, you know? It's crazy. Tell you what, out of those three, I actually think low-rise jeans are the most evil. Because it affects me most and therefore is the problem. God. I've been having a weird time. I'm really nervous that I'm losing my youth. You know, because if I don't look like a baby anymore, no one's gonna want to fuck me. I do have one trick, though, when I get, like, a little bit overwhelmed. What I'll do is I'll call a friend in their 30s, and I'll remind them that I don't remember 9/11, and that just makes me feel just like a little spring chicken. Oh. I don't know, I have a lot of new insecurities. I have to wear glasses now. Don't like that. Don't like that I'm a septum piercing away from everybody knowing all my opinions. I want something secret. I went through a breakup. That wasn't fun. I went through a breakup, and immediately after I got broken up with, I had to go back to my job at a call center. So do you guys know what really mends the broken heart after being rejected? Being rejected 100 other times after that. Yeah. I was dating a vegan environmentalist. Yep. It was a white guy. Whatever you were picturing in your head, that's what he looked like. He didn't have white dreads, though. I'm still out there waiting for, like, the final boss. Like, I don't know. What's, like, the most vindictive thing you've ever done to someone who's broken up with you? Hooked up with their friend. Hell yeah. That's a very common answer. You're oohing? She's the average. That's a really common answer. I fucked all their friends. That's a very common answer. But because I was dating a vegan environmentalist, I had to get a little bit more creative than that. Like, to get back at him, I'm gonna rent an SUV. Leave that shit running on for a week. I'm gonna eat 12 hamburgers a day. And then I'm gonna use palm oil to lube up all his friends' dicks. I was thinking maybe I could, you know, get rich on crypto and NFTs, because that's also really bad for the environment. But it turns out he's doing that. We love a hypocritical king. We had a couple pregnancy scares while we were together. But did you guys know that any pill can be a birth control pill? If you take enough. And if that doesn't work, you can always do what I call a fourth trimester abortion. Do you guys know what that is? That's when you don't vaccinate your kids. Tried to get over the relationship a little bit. I was seeing this one guy who was really, quite frankly, trying to pressure me into a very serious relationship by being really nice and normal. I'm sorry, do you guys not think that that's fucked up? Like, I don't know, I'm in my 20s. I think the only thing I should be pressured into at this age is anal. A lot of people are out there trying to find somebody that will walk them down the aisle. I'm just trying to find somebody that will take me down the brown mile. Just kidding, not every joke is based in fact. I'm actually very afraid of butt stuff. I think it's the poo, if I had to be honest. Closest I've got was I got my ass eaten for the first time not too long ago. Yeah, yep. Got my ass eaten in Newcastle. I don't know why the location makes it funnier, but it definitely does. It definitely does. I got ghosted by somebody who lives in a basement. Real blow to the ego. I don't know. I think if you're going to ignore me, please at least live at like sea level, just for my own peace of mind. Yeah. I was seeing somebody whose dick really reminded me of CBD in that it felt like nothing, but I was going to continue to use it. For months on end. I went on a lunch date with somebody, which is probably like the sexless thing you can do. We were just having lunch, and he just goes, Erika, did you know that Pornhub is on Twitter? And I was like, oh, I didn't know that we had run out of things to talk about. Wow. I think my real problem is I need to stop dating white guys, but I think I do it because I'm mixed race and I just want to finish what my mom started. You know? Just fuck the immigrant out of me. I'm half Filipino. It's not the cool kind of Asian. We've never hosted the Olympics and we don't make cartoons you can jack off to. Sometimes I wish I was fully Asian, though, just so I could truly be a white man's consolation prize. All right, guys, relax. My mom was one. I think they should have nicknamed my mom's pussy Cambridge University, just based on the amount of white men that have been accepted in there. Some of you guys are owing at that, and you know, I just want to let you know, my mom knows about that joke, okay? And she actually really finds it quite offensive. Yeah. I get called exotic a lot, which is kind of a cool way of saying, hey, I might be a little bit racist, but I'd like to see you naked. Yeah. My race does get confused a lot, but I think it should be blatantly obvious that I'm Filipino, because the Philippines gets hit hard with a lot of tsunamis, and I too, the harder I get hit, the wetter I become. Yeah. Yep. That one's a crowd pleaser. You guys have been fun. I won't lie to you, I've had better, for sure. For sure. But you guys are good sports. I'm gonna leave you off with one thing, little tip, take it home, do whatever you want with it, all right? Every woman is a squirter. This is true. Every single woman on this earth is a squirter, as long as you hit an artery. Thanks, I've been Erika, let's bring your host back up.
Hey, it's me, Kima B, letting you know that if you like listening to us fuck it up in your house, if you like listening to us fuck it up in your car or on your train, you will absolutely love being in the room where it happens. We usually record our episodes in London in front of a live audience, and let me tell you, it's one of the most beautiful audiences I've ever seen, and I would love for you to join us. For more info, check out Fuck It Up Comedy on Insta or Twitter, or go to fuckitupcomedy.com.
Okay, gang, now we're gonna switch gears. Please welcome back to the stage the incredible acts you've seen. You have seen Erika, Ehle, you have seen Mary O'Connell, you've seen Celya. Yeah, come on down, grab a seat. Guys, thank you for coming, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks for being here. Everyone's cute and stuff. I can't even handle it. Some comedy lineups, you look at them and you go, ugh. Yeah. Not up in here. Not today. Guys, I'm going to open with a very serious question. What song are you listening to that's giving you life right now? I know.
Vegas by Doja Cat.
Is that the one like,
Yeah, that's the exact one. It sounds exactly like that.
Great.
Yeah. I'm ready to party now. Let's go out.
Can I ask, and when do you bring this into your day? Do you know, is it like a wake-up vibe or like I need to pump up moment?
It's like a getting ready.
Yes.
Like a getting
Yes.
dressed, maybe like doing the eyebrows, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've whipped out your phone.
I'm on Spotify
For research.
because someone likes facts. My friend introduced me to it's got a song called Lighter by Cartoons and Ray Khalil that I really like.
Wait, can I see this? Cartoons and
It's called
who?
Lighter
Okay, lighter. So like lighter, but with an A at the end.
because
by,
they're cool.
by Cartoons and Ray Khalil.
What genre
Yeah.
is this?
It's
Fun.
like, so I call it spring music.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know it's when like...
What, like Debussy? Like what?
So it's like, my favorite genre of music is like loopy and quite like rhythmic with sad lyrics.
Yes. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like loopy, but also there's layers to me.
Yeah. Because like the bouncy bit is like, oh, the sun is coming, but then
Yeah.
the sad lyrics is like, it was just winter and I can't forget.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Ah, so you know that song? You know that,
I'm familiar. What about you, Erika? Do you listen to songs ever?
No, just white noise. No, the song that I've been really listening to on repeat is Betty by Young Gravy.
Young Gravy.
Yeah.
I don't know Young Gravy. Any
He's
Young
like-
Gravy heads in the house? you guys aren't on the gravy? What the fuck? I thought this was a... Huh?
No.
So, what'd you say? Did you say, is it a drill song? Got you.
Nah. I'm gonna listen to that
We
though.
should compare them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's
play
gonna be
them
so
now.
lame. It samples Rick Astley in it.
Nice. Wait, Rick Astley is like
Never gonna
80s
give,
vibe.
never
Never
gonna
Yeah.
and never gonna
let
get.
you
Yeah.
down.
Do you know the really current one?
Yeah, the most popular song of all time. Do they sample that song in that one?
Yeah.
Were you moved to learn about this Young Gravy?
The kids on TikTok be loving him, and he's like, he's you know, I don't necessarily appreciate the way he looks.
What does he look like?
I'm
What does he look
googling
like?
Young Gravy.
He's got like a neck beard and like
Oh, so
neck
like
beard.
just a long one?
No,
It was in, like, on his
It's
neck.
weird because with a name like Young Gravy, you imagine
Is it
to
on
be
the
really
rest of his
stylish.
face as well, though?
no, it doesn't. No.
Ew.
I'm gonna say Young Gravy.
Everyone
Now,
look him up, look
everyone's
him up.
looking up Young Gravy. Oh, he does not look like a Young Gravy.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Show them Young
Whoa,
Gravy.
Who is this surfer?
I don't under. Why is he called Young Gravy?
Because his real
Because
name
it's
is probably
short
like
for Young
Joseph.
Gravity.
Young Gravity?
Not- yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It gets worse.
God, he needs to give it up. 'Cause
Are
he's
you all
letting me
googling him
down.
now?
Okay, enough Young Gravy, enough Young Gravy. Jesus Christ. Are you guys stirring over the image of Young Gravy? Okay, let's take a moment to process Young Gravy as a family. I get it. I too have been victimized by Young Gravy. By Young Gravy's face. You guys are all like really. Please stop talking about Young Gravy, please, everyone. Guys, please, silence in the crowd. That's enough Young Gravy, thank you. Just stirring over Young Gravy. I'll never ask that question again. So, like, I feel like all of you guys can, and I say this with the utmost respect, really like polarize an audience. But it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a beautiful thing because, like, I mean, if you're pleasing, what do they say? If you're pleasing 100% of everyone, then blah, 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 you're a fake piece of shit. I think that's how it goes.
I have that tattooed actually.
Yeah, everybody. And I love this like Rick and Morty quote where like people are like booing for him, and he's like, "Your boos don't hurt me. I've seen what makes you cheer," or whatever. And it's just like, yeah.
That's great.
But can I ask, like, have you been able to gauge who tends to like fuck with your comedy and who tends to like not fuck with it?
Yeah, I think it's sort of like a mixture because I do like quite a few scenes. Like I do sort of like queer nights, alternative nights, and I guess more sort of mainstream stuff. And what I really like is an audience that's just sort of like a mixture of different types of people, usually younger, definitely like skews younger. But people who like, because sometimes there can be some audiences where I'm like, oh, are you guys like a bit, am I not woke enough for like this crowd? I'm like, I'm brown, guys. I'm like, it's cool that I'm here, actually. But sometimes people get sort of like offended on behalf of other people. I'm like, just like, I try and talk about mostly my experiences. So like, if I've given you permission to laugh at it, then you should laugh.
Mine is
Go for it, yeah.
mine is exclusively 80 plus.
That's your audience?
Exclusively 80 plus and babies, just these two. No, I think it's a mixture. Definitely like more of an indie vibe, like people who like listen to ex-emos.
Yeah.
Ex-emos, definitely. A bit of indie boys and girls and everything in the middle. And then men who are like 55 plus, who are like don't tell my wife, sort of.
Don't tell my wife I'm laughing.
Yeah, like definitely the DMs I get the most are like men being like, hey, I thought you were pretty good. And also I'm 60.
Don't worry. Have you ever gotten a DM from a stranger audience person who's like, hey, I'm 70. I have a family, so I'm not trying to hit on you. But I really enjoyed your stuff. But again, I have 2 daughters about your age. She's like, sir, like the dude doth protest too much.
Do you get those men that like react to all of your stories?
I have one person who has really strong energy for my armpit hair. Yeah, and I'm coming back to you, Erika, because I want to know if you know who fucks with your shit and who doesn't. But this must be addressed. So there's this dude who like I'll have a picture and then my arm will be up and he'll be like, oh yeah, and then and then there's this one time where I posted a picture of my arm was up and I just trimmed. I don't shave, I only trim, but I just trimmed, and he said no. He said no, what's happening?
Oh my gosh, you should try selling it to him. The trimmings.
Perhaps so, if I fall upon hard times. God.
Yeah.
But yeah, Erika, have you figured out who tends to be like open to your shit and who tends to be like, oh my God, clutch pearls?
It really is hard to say, because I get scared of like older crowds. But then an older woman came up to me and told me today that I was beautiful, that I was funny,
She didn't lie.
and that the crowd that I played to was really lame. So it surprises me sometimes. I will say across the board, freaks like me. Across the board, the freaks are into what I do.
Same for me, but in a non-comedy context. I love that for you. Question, how do your parents feel about your comedy? Yeah, that's right.
Do you know what? They're proud of me. They are proud. They're very supportive. But like, they made sure that I like got a degree and a job. But they are supportive.
There's this one joke that you have that I love where you're like, people, I love the interracial porn, and you're like, why are you getting off at my parents?
I forgot about that. But I guess Have they
heard
I think
that?
because I'm just sort of like, because I'm mixed race and like, just that my parents could be a fetish on Pornhub, I'm like, we just like have dinner and shit. Like it's not it's not that big a deal actually.
What about you guys? Have your parents like seen your stuff?
Yeah, my parents have seen my stuff because I went to like comedy school, so they've been pretty supportive all throughout. Although the plan was for me to finish my degree in comedy school and then go to law.
Whoa. Oh, I love it, Elwood.
Yeah. And then when I told them in 3rd year that I'm not doing that, they were like, But then once they started seeing that, it's an actual job, they were okay. And then in terms of content, they care, but they're not gonna say anything.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like apparently someone brought up a joke of mine to my mom at like some some like family event and asked her if it was true. It was like the one about like her pussy getting more white men than Cambridge, which is like, who is this dude who's like, is this true? Like, I'm not the weird one. You're the weird one for asking. Why the hell would you ask that? And obviously my mom was super embarrassed. I didn't know this happened until maybe about a few months ago. Anyway, she was saying that like, do you think we got it? Wow, I'm just really telling my life story here. Basically, I got in an argument with my mom because I misunderstood her, and I thought that she was trying to blame me for the reason why some old man in Scotland tried to fight me.
Okay. Old man in Scotland tried to fight you?
An old man in Scotland tried to fight me because I told his son to shut the fuck up.
Legendary scenes.
Yeah, and they had been warned by the staff about 3 separate times. So, yeah, he stood up and he was like, "I'll wait for you outside." I'm like, "You are decrepit." I'm like, God, like
Maybe
that's
he was
fine.
waiting to tell you that you were beautiful.
I mean,
that the audience was like.
I saw him the next day because I went for brunch with a friend up there, and then I see this cunt looking at me, and I'm like, "Who the hell is this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's that dude." I was uncomfortable, but anyway, that's how I found out about that story. And my mom said, like, don't you think by now if I had a problem with it, I would have said something? And her words were, I'm not going to get in the way of your artistry, which is really sweet.
Aww, that's so nice.
Yeah. So more pussy jokes, you know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
And is that something she learned from all the white guys in Cambridge?
Yeah.
Don't get in the way in the art.
Yeah.
What about your parents, Celya?
So my mom doesn't speak English.
Great.
This is actually quite sweet. She appreciates my stand-up, whatever career level it is, she appreciates it in the exact same way.
Yes. You'll be like, I did this.
Yeah, so she doesn't know anything. She doesn't get what this is. So I'll be like, hey, I'm doing a new material night. She's like, yay! Then I'd get like a TV job and she's like, yay! Just excited at any level. Also, the only stand-up that she's seen on me, she doesn't get what I'm saying, but she's always like, your hair looks nice and it looked like they like you.
I love that.
But I remember one of my cousins, Little Grass, I call him, he speaks English. And he translated one of my set. And my mom, bless her, she pretended that didn't happen. So she was just like, he told me a few jokes. I don't think I understood them. But it might be the translation. No, you understood them, Mum. You got them. But also, like, the things get lost in translation because a lot of my jokes are, like, I think they're British-centric for the most part. They're like she doesn't know what poppy is.
And also, I think you have a bit of, like, surrealism and stuff like that, where if Little Grass wasn't able to communicate that effectively, do you know what I mean? It's like when you get like an interpreter for something, if they don't put the funk in it, then you're not going to be able to understand the song.
And I told him that. I said, you're going to be a shit stand-up, Little Grass.
You cannot do my job.
You cannot do this.
Oh my God. Guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for sharing your talent, your time, your energy. Give it up for these incredible acts. You've had Marianne O'Connell. You've had Erika, Ehle, and Trimester. So great.
No young gravies were harmed in the making of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you joined in on the fun. I hope that you looked up Young Gravy's face and was also shocked. By the way, I listened to the song Betty and I don't hate it, but I am now concerned for Erika's taste in music. Just kidding. I love you, girl. The incredible comics you've heard all have projects you can enjoy and support, so please follow them online. If you've liked listening, tell a friend, man. And if you haven't, tell your nemesis. The Fuck It Up podcast is brought to you by the Femmes of Color Comedy Club, the House of the Guilty Feminist, and is a part of the ACAST Creator Network. And I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Well, not see, because audio, but you'll hear me